Sometimes it happens with everyone that you enter a room, and when you enter a room, you forget that what work you were doing in this room, for what work you have came into this room. Did it happen to your also? So this thing always happens during its study time. Whenever we read a particular chapter, whenever we read a particular topic, and after sometimes we forget it. And to learn those particular chapters, to learn those particular topic, we faces lots and lots of difficulties. So today in this session, I'm going to share you with the 5 hacks of fast revision techniques. Yes, students, 5 hacks you can follow to revise and to learn much in a better way. So number 1 is what? Number 1, suppose I'm going to give you an example, and the example is what? The example is that we all have made Maggie in our life. Yes or no? We know this Maggie. What is this Maggie? If I have said this Maggie word, there is an imagination which you are now going to have in your mind. You might be thinking about those memories in which you and your friend has made the Maggie. You might be having the smell in your, you are able to feel that smell. You might be able to feel that taste in your mind and in your sense organs. Yes or no? So the number 1 thing, if we do the same thing with the help of the study also, if we do the same thing in the study also, then it is going to help us a lot. How, sir? How we can do this thing in study? So first of all, you have to visualize thing. Number 1 is what? Very necessary is visualization. Now, it is sometimes it's difficult to visualize things. Yes or no? I'm not saying that learn each and every topic with the help of visualization only. That's totally impossible. We have to remember, we have to learn something. But visualization helps the learning very easy. How? Now, to help you about the visualization, I'm going to give you a very basic thing. Okay? We all have studied about the human heart in our class 11th and 10th. Yes or no? Do you remember that how much efforts you have made to remember a single double circulation? If you would have been imagining this, it would be very easy for you. How, sir? See here, let's suppose to learn this, we are going to have one example. You are having a chamber, okay? You are having a box, and you just need to divide that box into 4 parts. Just forget about right ventricles, right auricles, or everything. We just need to divide. We have a box, we just need to divide it into 4 parts. Now, when we have divided, we have to make entrance in every box. We have to make entrance in every boxes. Now, wherever the entrance is, there will 2 things can happen. Either the blood will come or either the blood will leave. So the upper part, from the upper part, blood is going to come, and from the lower part, the blood is going to leave. And from this to this chamber, the blood is going to move, and we should have a hole here, right? So this we have imagined. So we have completed a major basic thing. Now we will just name the things. This can be superior vena cava, this can be inferior vena cava, this can be the valves, and this can be what? Pulmonary artery. See, it's so easy. So if you visualize things, the method of learning will be very fast. Again, I'm going to give you another example, a very good example. Semi-conservative nature of DNA. Yes or no? We all know that DNA is what? DNA replicates in semi-conservative manner. Yes or no? Yes. But to remember this process, we are giving lots and lots of effort. So we can remember this process very easily. How easily, sir? See, just imagine that there is what? There is a rope. And you have to, you have to make that rope separate. So how we are going to see? See, let's suppose here we have 2 ropes. Okay, we have what? We have 2 ropes. Okay, so let me have the 2 ropes. Now you have to separate it. To separate it, what you are going to do? You are going to bring something which is going to pull apart. So you have some protein which is pulling it apart. When it is pulled, now what you are going to do is that you are going to make a DNA segment here, done, and a DNA segment here also. So in this case, you have to remember that this DNA segment will be irregular. See, done. Semi-conservative nature of DNA. From this, we have understood the DNA replication. Now we have done the basic method, and just what we need to do is that we need to remember the names. Like these are the Okazaki fragments, these are the leading strand, lagging strand. So just what we need to do is that we just need to remember the terminologies. So to remember the process, use the method of visualization. To remember the terminologies, apply your brain. Second thing is what? Second thing which we can follow is that try to apply all your sense organ. You remember sense organ when we are in class, lower classes, teacher says that we have lots and lots of sense organs. Yes, eyes, tongue, skin. So if we are applying all our sense organ, guys, your brain will be fully active. How we can apply all the sense organ while studying? That's a good question. So if I'm going to talk about the question here, like your answer to the question. So the very one thing is that when you study, we study from two things. One is a video lecture. Maybe you might be watching my video lectures. Second thing is what? Second thing, you can study in some offline schools. Yes or no? Might be you're studying in offline schools, or you might be studying in offline Unacademy centers in Ranchi. Yes or no? Wherever you can study. So we have offline and online options to study. Whenever you are studying, guys, whenever you are studying, the thing is that you have to be very active and apply all your senses. How we can do? Number one thing, you are seeing. Number second thing, you are listening. The third thing is what? The third thing which you should be very aware is of notes making. Many teachers says that make the notes simultaneously. When you are making the notes, you are applying all your sense organ, your hand movement, the coordination movement in your brain. So those things will help you to remember the things very, very easily and very fast. So we have done with the visualization, we have done with the sense organ technique. And next, what do we have? Next is very, very important. Whenever you start studying, set up a deadline, guys. Deadline is very, very necessary. Why this is necessary, sir? See, I'm going to give you an example. The best example is that all of us, when school gives the holiday homework, what we used to do is that, like, school is going to open on 2nd of July or 3rd of July or maybe 10th of July, and we had 1 month whole left for the making the projects and all. But what we do is that on the last day, we sit and we make all the things, right? So deadline was what? Deadline was very big. And our brain was like, acha, kar lenge, kal kar lenge, parso kar lenge. So make a deadline. If you decide that you are going to study biotechnology, let's suppose you have decided that you are going to study biotechnology. Now this chapter is not very big. Yes or no? This chapter can be easily completed in 1 day, right? But you thought that, okay, I'll just pick up a chapter and I'll try to finish it. You have not made a deadline. So if you have not made a deadline, what is going to happen? You are going to just postpone that things, right? So whenever you are making a plan, make a deadline that I have to complete organic chemistry, or I have to complete the GOC in 2 hours, just for an example. I have to complete the ray optics in 5 hours, or I have to complete my syllabus, syllabus in 1 week. So make a deadline, which is very, very necessary. And in this case, your brain will be very active. Second thing, whenever we revise, we say that, sir, I am revising things. I am revising 12 hours for this test. I was revising since 13 hours. I was revising for this test till since 2 weeks, but still I have not got the marks. The main reason is that you are not doing the active learning. You are doing a passive learning. To do the active learning, instead of giving so much time to revision, give 3 hours for a mock test. Give 3 hours for a mock test. That will be very, very easy for you. If you're going to give a 3 hours for the mock test, what is going to happen? The thing which is going to happen is what? Is your brain will be active. Suppose you solved a question and you are not able to solve that question correctly. So you will be finding that, okay, this is the topic where I need the revision. Yes or no? So these techniques you can follow to improve your marks and to improve your brain and learning capacity. Now, you can apply all these tips and tricks in your study session, and let me know in the comment section that are you able to increase your study hours, or are you able to now remember things faster. Till then, bye-bye everyone. Thank you. And at last, guys, I have a great news for each and everyone. The students who are staying near Ranchi, Jharkhand area, I'm going to give you a very good opportunity that in Ranchi, Jharkhand area, Unacademy has opened its centers. So if you want, you can visit them. The center is very, very good.